Hello guys, for another video today. Today is, I'm sorry. But anyways, before I get into all that, today is an arm day. And please subscribe, please comment, do all the things. But yeah, this was a particularly good arm day. Though it was not with some of its confusion, because I think I forgot to, I think I forgot to write down the previous arm days, basically measurements, or I guess you would say, not measurements, the reps and sets that I did. Because when I look back on it this day, which is now a few days ago, in my current time, it was actually pretty empty. And I looked back on it and I was like, what the heck is going on? Like, didn't I pass the 30-pound mark or not? And I didn't know. And so whenever you forget to write stuff down, guys, just do what you did before and see if you can still do it again. Just to make sure that you're not jumping the gun when you go up to a heavier weight. Just to make sure. And so that's what I did. Went back to 30 pounds, like the last time that I did. And, yeah, did the sets. And I believe I got 2 sets of 13 reps. I haven't written down this time, so I actually know. But I don't remember it based off of my brain. But I did do 2 sets. I know the first set I definitely got 13. And with this exercise, really freaking good. I'm still sore from it to this day. And today is my leg day. Yes. No. Today's my chest day. Yeah, I just did chest. Anyways, I have to mess with the form a little bit. Because I keep getting, especially on my right side, it's not actually a problem on my left side, but on my right side, I'm getting a problem where I'm involving a little bit too much lat. And I don't know if I'm bringing my arm too much down, too much in the downward direction. And so because of that, it's just involving more lats, because lats, go down. They don't go side to side as the rear delts do. Or, more correctly, 45 degrees, blah, blah, blah. I still think they work just as well horizontally, but that's just me. But yeah. And so I have to mess with the form a little bit to get it down, especially on my right side, because I'm not feeling it as much. More so in the contraction, which you could say I shouldn't even give a crap about, because it's the contraction. So, I honestly don't know. I know the stretch is still pretty good, though. Especially on my left side. Though, my right side has always been a problem in terms of contraction and stretch. And I honestly kind of think that's because of, of my posing, because I always do the side chest on my left side, side tricep on my left side. I always do everything facing with my left side. And so maybe that's why, because I'm flexing that side more often than not, more often than my right side, there's a slight, not imbalance in terms of muscle size, but a slight imbalance in terms of mind-muscle connection when it comes to those muscle groups, such as my left and right rear delt, such as my left and right tricep even. I feel my tricep a bit more on my left side than I do on my right side. Though, weirdly enough, my left forearm I feel more of than my right forearm. I'm able to contract that a little bit better than I am my right one. Like, I could even show you an example. I should probably film that, because I can flex my left forearm much more than my right forearm. Like, I can literally flex a muscle that I can't really flex on my right forearm. And I don't know if that's because I have something freaking messed up. I have something torn or pulled from my forearm. But it literally does not contract whenever I want it to contract. Like, only a little bit when I really face my palms up. But then on my left side, when I contract my forearm, much better. Much better. Though, weirdly, my grip is the same on either side, though. There's not that much difference, actually, when it comes to my grip strength in both of my hands. Which is to say, they're both really weak. My forearms are definitely small in comparison to my other muscle groups. But I don't really care too much about it. I think I'll start to care whenever my arms and whenever I decide to start doing bicep training again get insanely bigger than my forearms, then I'll start to care about it. But as of right now, it ain't too much of a glaring difference that I'll care too much or start to do them again. Because I actually did used to prioritize forearms. I forgot how my split was back then, because this was more than a year ago when I actually focused on my forearms for a bit. I think I did it for like 3 months as well. Who knows? But, and I know my forearms gained in strength, but then again, that might have just been newbie gains, not actual physical muscle gains. Because I don't think my forearms got any type of bigger. And I wonder, now that I'm mentioning that, if I should measure my forearms. Well, I'm not training them, so it wouldn't really matter. It wouldn't really... yeah, it just wouldn't really matter. Well, that's a weird reflection. But yeah. And so, I kind of want to be a maximalist in terms of everything, because I'm even starting to do that now. Like, literally the only things I don't train is, I think, 4 things. My biceps I don't train, my forearms I don't train, my neck I don't train, and my abs I don't train. But everything else I train. I definitely want to train abs. Where do I put them? Or do I just switch priorities? I don't know. I feel like I should put abs on chest day, though. That seems like the easiest fix to me, because I'm only doing 1 exercise on my chest day. And then my neck, I don't know where I would put that. Honestly, there's no real need to train my neck. And I also don't train my glutes either, now that I'm thinking about it. That should definitely be a priority when it comes to my leg days. But I have started to train calves again, though. Which is a pretty cool feeling. It's actually pretty nice to train calves. Most people find it boring, but it's actually kind of fun for me. Then again, it might be because I haven't done it in such a long time. Things to think about for the future. Things to think about. Anyways, guys, have a good day. And, yeah. Subscribe.